Hello everybody and welcome to Jumputi Heroes. My name is Scarface King. It seems like this is all we're doing recently, but the thing is, it has been crazy busy for me recently. So I just wanted to have at least one game where I was still uploading semi-regularly. So this is going to be the news post, going over all the stuff that's coming up in the new event. And then the event goes live tomorrow as of recording this, so I'll do some summons probably tomorrow. But for today, we've got to talk about everything that's going to be in the news post, already translated for everybody. If you just want to read it, link in the description. Some people might want to hear my thoughts or whatever. So, bang, it's up on the screen. And it is Rurouni Kenshin. This is important because, A, this was voted for by the fans. They gave us a choice. Which series do you want to see get a feature festival? Kenshin won. So, doing some service for the fans. I think we all appreciate that. It's also important because they initially said, yeah, we have been working on it, but a lot of the stuff that won in the survey may not come till early 2020. Kenshin is the only one of the things that won in the survey that they specifically said we already had stuff that we were working on for a Kenshin feature festival anyway. So it's going to come out earlier. But I didn't expect it to come as early as, well, end of September, start of October. I was really expecting it to be maybe December, but it's here early, and you know, that's fine. I don't know what to expect with the other series, because I really feel like they didn't expect like Otokojuku to get any votes. They didn't expect Assassination Classroom to get any votes. They already had stuff planned for Prince of Tennis, definitely. But for Kenshin, they knew Kenshin was eventually going to get a feature festival, so they already had some stuff worked on for that. That may explain why this event is a bit of a mess. They already had some stuff worked on, and then they added some new stuff. That may explain why this event is all over the place. So, to start off, here's the banner image for the event. You can see a lot of the characters involved, and don't forget, check this bit in the news post. We get one of the Rurouni Kenshin tickets just because they beat a challenge on the stream, so everyone's gonna get that in their gift box. But there is a second one if you post this in the line chat to the official Jumputi line account. So don't forget to do that. It's got to be in just this bit here in Japanese. You'll get another Kenshin ticket, because who doesn't want another Kenshin ticket? Even though I have a distinct feeling they're going to be not very good. With other events, they'll quite often do, you will only get characters from this series. So they'll do it like, trying to think of the last series that did that. I think there was like One Piece tickets. You're guaranteed to get a One Piece unit. Yeah, you could get Usopp. Yeah, you could get Nami. But you could get one of the 5 stars. With these ones, I mean, I can scroll down to it. With these ones, it's only rated up. So you're not even guaranteed a Rurouni Kenshin unit. And we're not going to get that many of these tickets. So, you know, it's fine. Whatever. So, log in for up to 15 days. It says I've read this like 4 or 5 times. It says Kenshin tickets and 4-star or higher ticket. It doesn't say rubies. So this might be one of those events. We might not be getting many. We got a Kenshin ticket gacha. Obviously, you can just save up these tickets, use them whenever you want. Like they never expire. So you can just hold on to them if you want, or you can use them. Really makes no difference. We have the special daily mission. This is a nice touch. It gives you 50 stamina extra each day to work with from daily missions, which, if you're one of the veteran players, you probably already maxed Seta Sojiro, who's going to be coming back during this event. So once you've done the new stuff, that extra stamina is going to help you go and max some old stages that you may not have maxed out yet. You know, some ultimates, some catastrophes, whatever. So I do think that is quite nice of them. Now this event, there's something I don't understand about this event, and I'm not sure if it was a mistake on their part or whether just a new thing they're trying. But you can earn points during this event from clearing various Rurouni Kenshin stages. And you can use those events in the store for various rewards, including rubies, including jewel fragments, including a new character, Hajime Saito, the Fujisa Goro version. But for some reason, Shishio Makoto is there. Now, we know Shishio has his own stage, and he's going to be farmable through the crystals. So I don't know why they're putting him in the store also. I don't know how much luck we're going to be able to get from the store, and versions of him we're going to be able to get from the store. But I'm wondering if the Shishio stage is going to be kind of difficult for new players. So this was their way of saying you can still get a copy of him, still maybe get him to max skill, but you're not going to, these new players are not going to be able to find max luck. I don't know. It's an interesting choice though, for sure. And, points events are always good because get a few freebies in there. Normally by the end of the event, you've got all of the, you've got the free unit, you max them out. You'll have the jewels, you'll have the rubies for sure. Maybe if you've been farming extra hard, you have all the scrolls, and then you're down to the dirty stuff at the bottom. You're just like, no, that's fine. I can just leave that there. The prologue event, to put it simply, you have to beat this event in order to start the rest of the event. All it does is tell the story. If you can't read Japanese, it's not going to mean a lot to you, so you're just going to be skipping through nothing. Yahiko's romantic drama. Now, this event actually is kind of becoming standard. And not this one specifically, but the event that you clear once per day to get rewards. We had it in the Kinnikuman event. We had it in Villain's event. We've had it in other events before, but it seems to be a thing where just for like 15 days, you just get this. And then the next event comes along, and then that's another 15 days. So it's okay. It's just my only thing is at a certain point I don't need any more books, and I don't need any more jump souls. So I think this is one of the ones that has a chance to give you something like jewel fragments or something like that. A rare chance, obviously, but if that is the case, then that's at least better than nothing. That's at least a nice thing to give people, and the books and stuff will be good for beginners. Seta Sojiro returns. They specifically said, though I wasn't 100% sure on how they were doing it, that you're going to get 50 luck towards Seta Sojiro by participating in this event. So you're only going to have to do half of the farming you'd normally have to, probably less than that, with like missions and stuff. So hey, if you haven't maxed him, then cool. But he was the first Transcendent event on the game, so it's not great. His support is actually still pretty good. He's alright. He's not great. The Jupongatana Sword Hunter show. This was one of the events that confused me, and this is what I was saying about the events kind of all over the place, because there's a lot of characters in the event, in the arc involving Shishio Makoto. And there is a lot of different key fights, there's a lot of different key moments, and okay, yes, the fight between Kenshin and Sho, that did happen, that was an important part of the arc. But to me, it just seems a bit odd. It just seems like an odd choice of all of the... Especially seeing as certain events, like the Kinnikuman event, have had a lot of farmable characters. This event doesn't. And if I was going to choose one, it wouldn't have been Cho. I know there's two, technically, or three, I guess, because we've got the second Saito and we've got Shishio Makoto. This is very strange to me. This is... I definitely would have chosen, like, I don't know. There's, like, for a start, I'll spoil this before going further down the news post. Misao is not involved in this event at all. Iko Seijiro, not involved in this event. Anji, not involved in this event at all. Even though Sanosuke definitely should have been there to counter him. Sanosuke counters, I guess, Shishio. I don't really know. But it's bizarre to me. It's very bizarre. But basically, this is one of those events where you get the items and you trade the items in. And there are boosted units for this event. It's obviously the Kenshin units are going to give bigger boosts. The new ones, that is. The old ones will give some boost. And you get a free unit, you get into 99 luck, you get 6-star, whatever. Pretty standard fare at this point. He's not the character I would have gone for, if I'm honest. The Wielders of Katsujin Ken. This event is really nice because it lets us awaken Kamiya Kaoru and Myojin Yahiko to 6-star. They were both 3 stars. You gotta remember this. For some reason, Kenshin was one of the series that got 2 3 stars instead of a 3-star and a 4-star. So they got to 6-star, and that means that every character from Rurouni Kenshin can go to 6-star, which I think is a very nice touch. They'll be pretty easy, because they're 3 stars, they'll be pretty easy to get to max luck, which is again very nice. Certain characters in the future, I think, it's just a given that they will awaken. I think we said that like right at the start about Shiryu before he got it, and then Nami got it as well. So, and both the Dragon Ball ones, Piccolo and Krillin, both got it. So it's to be expected now that certain events, characters are going to get these awakenings. That's good because really, they're the 4 stars that evolve into 5 stars typically do have half decent supports at max level, but the 3 stars that evolve into 4 stars typically are rubbish. Which, I mean, you know, they can't make every unit good, and they've got to have some shit in the gacha, otherwise, you know, what's going on. But now that they're evolving into 6-star, that gives them multiple levels in which they can add new abilities to their skills. So hopefully they're not rubbish. Hopefully they're pretty good. Not going to get my hopes too high. I don't think they'll be good front lines. They can just have a good support skill. I'm happy. Detoxification is a waiting game. Is just a stage where we get Yumi Takani's Evolver. I was a little bit confused about this during the live stream, but it seems like you don't get any copies of her from this event. You get copies of her from Unity Battle, which I'll show further down the post. You don't get any copies of her at this event, you just get the Evolver, which I think is... I'll have to double check, but I think this starts before that event. So I don't know, maybe you get a copy of her as a mission reward or something. I don't know. But it's nice that she's been added. I'm assuming she's going to be a half decent either healer or, based on the name of the event, possibly she removes poison. But hopefully she's at least semi-useful. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get her to max luck or max skill or what, but I'm hoping it doesn't happen like the fucking event with the kid Naruto, where I think like 5 or 6 people, including myself, somehow didn't get him to max luck, and we have no idea how. I was like missing 1 copy. I have no idea where it, like, I did everything I was supposed to, I just didn't get it. So I don't know. We have Black Hat Bandit. This event kind of caught me by surprise because we've got GNA. I forgot to say GNA is actually also a farmable. But kind of a weird choice, especially when you consider the Kenshin they have added to counter him isn't actually from the fight where Kenshin fought him. It's where Kenshin fought Raijuta. But then that event, nothing else from that part of the arc is included in this event, and nothing else from the fight against Jinei. So I guess they're trying to pick and sample as much as they can from early Kenshin, just to give like a sort, I don't know, an overview of the story or something. Maybe I don't know. But his standard fare, like you know how these events work. You farm crystals, you trade them in copies of the character, 99 luckies. The limited gacha, Itsukiri Batasai, Himura Kenshin. I'm actually kind of I'm kind of annoyed because there's no way I can pull for him. Like I could go for, I mean maybe I'll do like a couple of pulls, but there's no way I can go 9 multis on, because as much as I like Kenshin, with the other banners we've got during this event, with Halloween coming up, and with what we know is coming after Halloween, there's just no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. So it's a shame. I'm sure other people will go 9 multis for him because from what I've seen in the preview, pretty good unit. And more importantly, you know, it's a iconic character. I feel sometimes with the limited, it's like oh, this alternate version of this character that did this thing and whatever. This is the iconic Manslayer Kenshin. It's the same thing with Shirayasha Gintoki came out. This is the iconic. This is what he is like. This is the form that people are going to go ham for. Which is why the newer limited Gintoki, like I don't know the series that well, but it was kind of weird to me. I don't know. But this Kenshin's pretty dope. I know a few people that are going to go for him. Me personally, maybe up to him. But definitely not up to definitely not up to there. In this world, the weak are the sustenance of the strong. It took me so long to find that quote in Kenshin because I was looking in the wrong place. But it's a quote that Shishio said in a flashback to Seta Sojiro. And that pretty much sets the stage for this event. If you don't know about Shishio, his skin is always really, really hot to the point that he can like ignite people on fire and stuff. So as you could probably imagine, that's going to be one of the key things during this event. We've seen little bits about this particular stage. I've actually put Catastrophe there. This particular one is the ultimate. And we've seen that on stream. Doesn't seem to be that difficult. However, there is a Catastrophe version which gives him his special aura costume if you beat it. We haven't seen anything about this stage. And I have a distinct feeling, based on the amount of characters that counter him. You know, we have the limited Kenshin. Whoa! We have the limited Kenshin. We have Sanosuke. We have Hajime Saito. Jinei. And then we have 3 other blue units that are going to be awakened to 6-star for this. I think chances are this stage could be quite difficult. I had anticipated prior to this event coming out that because this was a fan-voted event, they might make it harder because they're not trying to appeal to new players, they're trying to appeal to the players that are already playing the game and voted for this event to be in. So, by making the stage harder, you know, we're talking about veteran players here. They're going to enjoy beating a harder stage. It's going to be better than some of the other catastrophes that have not been super difficult always. Some of them are kind of hard. Some of them you need specific units. Some of them very trivial. the Kenshiro one, I don't know what was going on with it. I gotta be honest. I don't know what was going on with it. But this stage, I have a feeling is going to be tricky. So can't beat it. You know, don't be surprised. I wouldn't. That being said, like I said, we don't exactly know what's going on. Now, there is a new debuff in the files of the game that would suggest that this particular stage has a stage hazard. Now, that's interesting because we haven't had a stage hazard since Kaien Shiba was added during the Golden Day. That was ages ago now. That was a few months ago now. And basically with Kaien Shiba, he reduced the max HP, which is a debuff that doesn't exist in the game except for on that stage. This event, we don't know what the debuff is going to do, but I assume it's going to burn. I don't know. But it's supposed to be like steam or hot air, or you know. I couldn't find anything in the manga that was necessarily 1-for-1 with that. There is a scene in one of the like remade anime where Kenshin fights Shishio and they're on a boat and there's like steam coming up. It's like burning them and stuff. That would have made sense. I couldn't find that scene in the manga though, because I don't think it happened in the manga. But I mean, Shishio does burn people, so maybe just like with his aura or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, I do anticipate this stage being it's kind of tricky. Then we have Unity Battle Takeda Kanryu. This is a little bit disappointing. Just because, right? So we get copies of Megumi Takani as well as Rubies as well as a multi-ticket. And Oni Wabanshu Legend Summon. This is disappointing because I think the Oni Wabanshu Aoshi are kind of like a fan favorite moment in in the manga, and Takeda Kanryu is kind of a waste man in the manga. And I think that's pretty much agreed upon amongst all the fans of the series. And for some reason, I mean, it makes sense to make him an enemy, but they have only made him into a sprite in the game's files. So any of the Oniwabanshu that were not already in the files, as far as we know, so, you know, I think there were Beshimi and Hyotoko were already made, but none of the others seemingly going to be added unless they're added for the Megumi event, which I don't think they will be. We're just not going to see them, it seems. Which is a shame, because they are a lot better characters. Takeda Kanryu, who's just some waste man. So, that's, you know... I mean, whatever. 3 Legend Summons nice. 3 copies of Megumi Takani is nice. And Unity Battle, recently, they have tweaked it to the point that it is not a massive grind fest where it used to be. You just have to set up to do as much damage as possible in a way that's not that difficult. I don't know if this will be the case here, but with the recent Kankachi one, it's not that difficult. So now the gacha. And this, I can't decide if this is brilliant, a cash grab, or both. Because they have split Rurouni Kenshin gacha, which would have just been like maybe 1 gacha, I don't know. They split it into 4. So there are 4 sides to this gacha. Right? Now, don't be misled by the fact that you can see other characters on this banner. Okay? You can see the new Kenshin on this banner, you can see the old Aoshi on this banner, and you can see on this banner. The only one that matters here is Sanosuke. The only one that matters here is Hajime Saito. The only one that matters here is the new Kenshin, and the only one that matters here is the new Aoshi. Now, why is that? Because on all of these banners, all of the Rurouni Kenshin characters are pickup units. So anything you see in the background doesn't matter. But the character at the front has a super rate up. Now, we don't know exactly how big the super rate up is, because they haven't told us. Now, I'm going to assume that the super rate up is maybe not that big. Because why would they? Why would they? Why would they, pretty much? I'm gonna double check and see if it says on here. Let me see. It doesn't seem to say. It just says 5% chance of a 5-star and 95% chance of a 4. It doesn't seem to indicate the actual rate of the super pickup character, which it would be kind of nice to know. It will say once the banner actually comes out. But basically, whoever the character is that is super rated up, you have a higher chance of pulling them on any given multi. They are included in the pool for pickup units on the 3rd and 4th multi. So obviously on the 3rd and 4th multi, you're guaranteed a 5-star pickup unit, but there is a higher chance it will be the super pickup unit, any other unit. And then on the 5th multi, just get the super pickup unit. So I think this format is really nice. But I could see why some people wouldn't like it. I can see why some people wouldn't like it, because you're splitting, while all the characters are available on all the banners, you know, I don't know. It's good because if there's a whale out there and they want all 4 characters and they're super unlucky, they can still whale, do 20 multis and get all the characters guaranteed. you know. In that respect, I think but those are the 4 new units. We have Sanosuke on banner 1, have Hajime Saito on banner 2, new Kenshin on banner 3, and Aoshi on banner 4. Aoshi counters Takeda Kanryu, Kenshin counters Nei. Hajime Saito, I guess, is supposed to counter Shishio. It seems like he's supposed to counter Shishio, and the same for Garasuno. So, honestly, I think I'm gonna pull on Sanosuke. I think I might just that, and then I get him, and then I'm happy. He's the character I care most about. There's a chance I can pull the Kenshin. There's a chance I can pull the Aoshi. Chance I can pull the Hajime Saito. But I mean, Sanosuke is really the one I care about most. So, you know, maybe I get lucky and maybe I pull him like here or here or here. I don't know. But I don't want to go like do loads of multis. I just want to get the character I want and be done with it. So I'm guaranteed Sanosuke at least. That's pretty nice. I might do 3 multis on Kenshin. I don't know. We'll see how we feel on the day. But anyway, I'm still a bit divided. I'm a bit torn on this banner, on these banners. But I do think, like, because I think back to the Kinnikuman event, if they'd split all those characters up on separate banners, I got very lucky before, and I managed to get all of them. But on another day, I might not have been able to get the ninja, and I could have guaranteed it in my 5th multi. They already had the thing with Robin Mask and Brock and Junior being guaranteed. So, look, I don't know. I think this is the direction they're going in. They want these characters to be guaranteed. So, we'll see how they do it in the next story event. But I have a feeling we will see at least something similar, if not the same. Now we have the Kenshin Tower boost that introduces new character into the game, except not really. We've got Starjun, who was obviously a Unity Battle boss that was kind of lost to time. He has now been re-added as a playable character, getting from the tower. Depending on what he does, I might try and just max him out, get him 12 skill. I've got a few medals saved up, so, you know, why not? But sometimes the new character comes out and they don't really speak to you that much. I think Mr. Satan came out. I just didn't care. But, you know, Starjun, hell yeah. Hell yeah, why not? Let's go for Starjun. Moving on, we have the sale packs. An important note is that due to a Japanese tax rate change, prices are going to be changing at a certain point in October. Now, I think the change officially takes effect on the 1st of October, but they seem to say something like after the 1st week of October, prices are going to. So, I don't know. The second these packs go up, it might be an idea, if you're planning on buying them, to buy them. But I think you have a week. I'm not 100% sure. Now, the first pack, they've been doing this for a few different events, and I think this is objectively the best pack, right? For 3,000 yen, which will be 3,060 October, but for 3,000 yen, you get 750 rubies and a guaranteed 5-star ticket that includes 100% guaranteed one of the 4 new units. Guaranteed to get one of those 4. Now, if all you care about is just getting one new unit, that's great. For some people, they will go, okay, I'll buy that ticket, and I'll get whichever character I get, and then I know where I stand, and then maybe I can go pull on other gacha if I want one of the other characters. For example, you can only buy this once. You buy that ticket and you get the new Kenshin. You go, okay, well, I won't pull on Kenshin's gacha then. I'll go pull on Sanosuke, or I'll go pull on Aoshi, or whatever. So, I think this is one of the best sales they do. Some people might think the choice tickets are better, but this is, in my opinion, this is the best sale they do. 72-hour pack 1. Again, prices go up. Always remember the prices are going. 750 rubies for 1,800 yen, and 1,500 rubies for 3,600 yen. And the pack we get literally every event, sometimes twice an event. um, Obviously, the whales must go crazy on these packs, otherwise they wouldn't put them on literally, like, sometimes 3-4 times a month. So, hey, bear in mind, the month is about to tick over. When the month ticks over, you'll be able to buy 2 more 5-star tickets from the event shop, and the monthly sale will come back when you get 500 rubies for a minuscule amount of money, something like $1. So, something to bear in mind, you might want to buy that. And this gacha's coming along. This is actually 4 quite nice characters. But I have Sasuke and Tadaruto, so I think I have to skip, even though I quite want Tamari. But that's just how it's got to be. And the update. This update is actually is interesting. I'm just gonna say interesting because basically you get a card each month, and by clearing 1 stage each day, you get a stamp on your card each day, and that stamp will, you beat the first stage, you get the first stamp. Next day, you beat the second stamp. You can beat any stage in the game in order to get this stamp, and it's basically saying if every day log on to the game but also clear a stage, you get a stamp. And if you do that 28 days in a month, you get all the rewards. If you do it 25 days in a month, you get a multi-ticket. Now, these rewards are not set in stone. They said they may change later. There is a lot of potential with this mechanic idea. I think there's a lot of different ways you could go with it. But the way they've done it, they've set it up for this first month, it's just kind of whatever. It's just some nice freebies. That's it. But going forward, you could do stuff like, you know, certain conditions you have to meet each day on like a challenge card, or could have a thing where it's like, I don't know, you could have like a treasure hunt type thing where it's like, oh, find, it could give you like a description of a stage or a boss, and you have to go find them and beat them. Get stamped off your card. Like, there's a lot of potential here. Additionally, if they wanted to do one of these where you could like get a character and maybe, you know, in the first week, if you only log in like 7 to 10 days out of the month, get them to max skill. If you log in all 28 days, you can get them to max luck. So rewarding players for logging in every day. But in its current form, it's just some nice rewards. I'm not gonna shit on it. It's some nice rewards. That's and that's just a brief explanation of how that works. Now, this is the part I need to talk about. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm guessing it's quite long. This needs to be said though. Also, if my voice has sounded a bit funny during this video, it's because I've got like a wisdom tooth coming up, so I'm in a lot of pain and I'm slurring my words a little. But basically, in my data mine, on the data download on Thursday, there were a number of new stages added to the game, and 4 of those new stages were all pointing towards the next event being Diamond is Unbreakable, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. We can even make assumptions based on what stages they were. Let me see if I can get it up. Hold on 1 second. So the first stage was called Mario Cho. So it's kind of pretty obvious what that is. Hold on, let me... So we have Mario Cho, Harbor, Tunnel, and Nijimura Family Home. Now, I don't know what Cave is. Cave may not be related to anything. Cave may not be related to anything. For the record, these are the stages that were added in the last data download. Not this one. This one was already in there, but these ones were added, right? So this one is obviously for the feature festival. This one I'm assuming is for the Jin A stage, because there is a forest at night and he keeps Kamiya Kaoru in a shrine while he's fighting Kenshin. So logically, but they might also be using this for like a test of courage stage or something like that for Halloween. However, this stage, this stage, this stage, and this stage are all very clearly Diamond is Unbreakable. Like, forget for a minute Moriocho. That could be, you know, Kira. That could be, the other Kira. That could be a lot of different things. Nishimura Family Home quite obviously is going to be Keicho, but Harbor and Tunnel actually confirms 2 other events that happen in the manga that will probably be farmable characters for this event. I'll be very happy if I can get Red Hot Chili Pepper as a farmable. You don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers are my favourite band, so if I can have Red Hot Chili Pepper as a farmable, well, him and his stand use, I guess, then I'm pretty gassed. But Cave, I don't know. I don't know what Cave is. It could be used for anything. This is a general purpose stage. It's not listed as being for anything specific. So this could be like a new, like, they might have like a new evolver or a new power-up item, and you get it from a special cave stage or something like that. Could be anything. Or it could be, you know, a new event that's coming up. But I can't think of anything specific from JoJo Part 4 that I would call Cave. So I'm going to assume it's got nothing to do with that. Maybe it's got something to do with Halloween. Maybe it's got something to do with the events coming later. But this puts into context what we're probably going to see. We're going to see Halloween coming up at the end of October, obviously. And then from end of October, start of November, probably Diamond is Unbreakable. Probably. And then from there, I kind of don't know. I have a strong suspicion that the start of December event, which last year was the Nisekoi Christmas event, I think the start of December event this year is going to be the We Never Learn Okuben Christmas event. That's what I think. And then moving on from there, basically, once you get through that first event at Christmas, that's when they bring out the hype beat shit, because they know Christmas is going to roll into New Year, and that is when they need to have as many people playing the game as possible. People are going to have time off over New Year, or the kids are going to give money from their grandparents for New Year that they spend on gacha games, and like, that's the time when they need to be putting out the beast stuff. They also give us some nice goodies as well. To be fair, they give us some nice goodies. But other than that for Christmas, and other than Halloween and Diamond is Unbreakable, I don't really know what's coming. We know for a fact up here, let's see, what stages haven't been added yet. There's quite a few stages that are unused, but in terms of stages that are unused that were added recently, because some stages were scrapped because the characters were scrapped, but we have these stages here that were added that are unused. Actually, no, Yorknu is used, but Meruem is not used, and Uchiha Hideout is not used. So Itachi and Meruem are obviously planned. That's just how it is. We have these stages that are unused, but they may have something to do with GNA. It's kind of hard to say. And I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, we've got other stages that were never added before. But I know the JoJo fans are going to be gassed. You have been warned, okay? I put it on Twitter, I put it in Discord, I put it in a YouTube video, and I put it on the website. If you are a JoJo fan and you like Part 4 especially, you've been warned. The event is coming. Time to save. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And join me again, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but at some point during the event, we're going to do some summons. And obviously, I'll do a video on that, and it's going to be... See you there.